WUSA 9 celebrates Black History Month, sponsored locally by Nissan.
Here at Great Day Washington and WUSA 9, we've been highlighting African-American change makers, businesses, organizations for Black History Month. And today, we are putting the spotlight on Jack and Jill of America.
Just last month, the organization celebrated its 85th Founders Day right here in D.C. This is actually a picture, what you're looking at right now, of the first National Executive Board in Philadelphia that was organized back in 1938. And the legacy continues to this day with Jack and Jill of America's mission to nurture future African-American leaders.
And we are honored to be joined this morning by Jack and Jill of America Incorporated's national president, Kornisha McGill Brown. So good to have you.
Thank you both for having me.
Been a fun celebratory time for you guys.
It has been very exciting. You know, our 85th Founders Day held right here in D.C. was just a magical moment for us. We actually took a trip down memory lane where we reenacted like what it would have felt like to have been in Jack and Jill in 1938, and everyone really enjoyed it. So it was definitely, you know, a moment to remember.
Yes. When you look at the 85 years and everything you've done, what's that transition been like and the progress that's been made?
Well, it has just been really beautiful just to reflect on, and then for those of us who are currently members to just witness the fact that we started out, you know, with one chapter in Philadelphia, and now in 85 years we've evolved into 262 chapters nationwide. Wow. We now have a membership of 17,000 mother members and associates, and about 40,000 family members that we represent around the nation.
Yeah, we're seeing some of the photos from the history of the organization. For those that don't really know exactly what Jack and Jill of America is all about, what is your mission?
Our mission is to nurture future African American leaders, ages 2 through 19. You know, we're celebrating Black History Month, you know, right now, but for Jack and Jill of America, it lasts all year long. It is so very important that not just our children, but all children really understand the importance of Black history, and that knowing more about the history that makes us who we are, that really is American history.
Which is kind of what you guys did, looking at the past, you know, 85 years, and that's how you're going to progress, continue to progress in the future.
Absolutely, and we're so proud of our children and the things that they're doing in the communities. We have a big community service impact that our organization makes through our chapters. So it's not just felt here nationally, but all throughout our communities around the country.
I'm sure you're proud of all of your alumni. Are there any that people at home might be like, oh, yes, they were in this program?
Yes, like, where do I start?
Oh, gosh, name drop for us.
Because we are right here in D.C., you know, Senator Cory Booker, he's an alumni. Wow. Of course, we also have, with Howard University being here, there are so many of the graduates who were a part of Jack and Jill. We also have in entertainment. We have actually Prentice is out in the LA area, but Prentice Penny, so he is an executive producer. You may know about Insecure. So yes, so he and his family have been a part of Jack and Jill for a very long time as well. So the list can go on and on, but we're just so very grateful for all of our alumni and the wonderful things that they are doing.
And I know at your Founders Day celebration, Sandra Douglas Morgan spoke for everybody. She's the president of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Absolutely, and she is a member of our organization, and we are so very proud of the barriers that she has broken as being the first African-American female president of the NFL in terms of being the Las Vegas Raiders. So she was our special guest speaker. Yes.
Wow. I was saying, you've been to D.C. recently for these events. You're coming back in the fall, right?
Yes, so we have our On the Hill Summit, and that is the opportunity for our teens to actually come to D.C. and advocate for the issues that impact our communities. We bring about 1,000 teens here, and we have meetings with our congressmen and women, and we talk about the issues that we feel that the voices should be elevated for, so that they can be heard and that our community can really know that they're represented by our teens here while they visit On the Hill.
How can our viewers learn more about Jack and Jill of America and find you guys?
Absolutely. Just go to our website, jackandjillinc.org, and we have a wealth of information and resources related there. Of course, in their local communities, we have chapters who are actively involved, so they can also, you know, seek information out from them. But we are just really making sure that our voices are heard, that our children and our mission stays at the front of our focus.
Make it to 100 and beyond.
That's right. That's right.
Amazing
That's the
work.
goal. That is the goal. So.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for being here.
See you back here in a few months.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Looking forward to it.
Keep that plane coming up here to D.C.